Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Subscribe to my channel for more videos and click the bell icon for further notifications. This video is based on the previous video's topic Alligation and Mixture. So it's a continuation of the previous topic. Please check the video for understanding the basic concept behind this topic. So the working part in these questions or whatever the problem we are going to do will be understood properly. Today's video is based on 1 mark subjective type as well as objective type questions. Let's start 1 mark type of questions now. 1 mark subjective type questions. How much water must be added to 60 liters of milk at 1.5 liters for 20 rupees? So as to have a mixture worth 10 2/3 rupees a liter. So here we need to figure out about the quantity of water must be added to 60 liters of milk. Let's think about our cost price of 1 liter of milk. So cost price of 1.5 liters has been given. This can be converted to an improper fraction. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3/2. Cost of 3/2 liters of milk is 20 rupees. So cost of 1 liter of milk would be dividing this value on the other side. So that 3/2 will be flipped here as 2/3. That gives us 40/3 rupees. So cost price of 1 liter of milk is rupees 40/3. Now we'll use the alligation rule. Cost price of 1 liter of water. That is nothing but 0. Cost price of 1 liter of milk, rupees 40/3. Here, mean price also has been given in the question. Let's look into the question. Mixture worth rupees 10, 2/3. That also has to be converted to an improper fraction. So here 10 times 3 is 30, 30 plus 2 is 32/3. So that has to be written as mean price here. Rupees 32/3. Now we need to do the subtraction. So cost price of a milk minus mean price. 40/3 minus 32/3. That is nothing but 8/3. Here 32/3 minus 0. So mean price minus our water cost price is same thing, 32/3. Therefore, ratio of water and milk 8/3 is to 32/3. Cancel the 3's, that gives us 8 is to 32. Again, we can simplify this further. That gives us 1 is to 4. Now, the question is about quantity of water to be added to 60 liters of milk. Here we'll set up a proportion. So 1 is to 4 can be written as 1/4. Numerator denotes the water, denominator denotes the milk. That is equal to 60 liters of milk will be written on the bottom. Numerator we don't know. About water we have to figure out how much water has to be added. Now only we are going to figure out. So we have set up a proportion here. Proportion means comparing ratios that we did now. So here we can do cross multiplication. So this can be moved on to the top, onto our left. So that becomes 60 over 4. That is nothing but 15. So 15 liters has to be added to our 60 liters of milk. So this is our required answer. Now let's look into the second question. This is also a subjective type of question. 1 mark category. Here tea worth rupees 126 per kg and rupees 135 per kg are mixed with a third variety in the ratio 1:1:2. If the mixture is worth rupees 153 per kg, then find the price of the third variety in per kg. So far in the alligation rule, if we look into two types of quantities, two kinds of quantities have been discussed. But here we have got three varieties. So ratio also has been given based on three varieties. How to approach this question? The technique is that since the first and second varieties can be mixed in equal proportions. So this one 126 as well as 135 we can add and we can find the average of that. So average price 126 plus 135 over 2. So that gives us 130 rupees 50 paise. So the mixture is formed by mixing two varieties. One at 130 rupees 50 paise per kg and the other at, let's say, X rupees per kg. In the ratio, now we have combined our three varieties and we have restricted that into two varieties now. So that means our first two varieties have been combined together and we got the average. For that also we need to add the ratio now. So 1 plus 1 is 2 is 2. Third variety is simply the 2 what they have provided in the question. So this is our ratio now. If we want to simplify this, yeah, of course, 1:1 is our simplified ratio. Now here we need to find our X. The price of the third variety has to be found. So again, by the rule of alligation, we have cost of our first kind of tea. I mean both the tea varieties together. That is our first kind, which is 130 rupees 50 paise. And cost of second variety, that is our third variety. For 1 kg, everything is for 1 kg. That is actually rupees X that has to be found. Mean price has been provided in the question. It has been given as 153 rupees per kg. So that has to be written here. Now we need to do the subtraction. So X minus 153 rupees. Here 153 minus 130 rupees 50 paise giving us 22 rupees 50 paise. Now we are going to set up the proportion. So this over this. So X minus 153 over 20 rupees 50 cents, that is equal to ratios 1:1. So 1 over 1. Now we can do our cross multiplication. That gives us X minus 153 is equal to 22.50. Now if we add, because this value moves on to the other side, has to be added. That gives us 175 rupees 50 paise per kg. So this is our answer for this question. This question is a unique one. They have provided 3 varieties. So for alligation, rule is meant for 2 kinds of varieties. So we are combining 2 varieties to 1 variety. For that we are having the money value, and for the third variety we are assuming that to be X. Based on that, the calculation has been done here. Next one is our objective type of questions. 1 mark objective type of questions, which we have come across so far in the CBSE exam. Let's start. 20 liters of a mixture contain milk and water in the ratio 3:1. The amount of milk in liters to be added to the mixture so as to have milk and water in the ratio 4:1 is. The options are 7, 4, 5, 6. So here the amount of milk in liters to be added to the mixture has been given here. So according to the question, the quantity of the milk has to be found. So here in 20 liter of mixture, quantity of milk is actually 3 out of 4, because the first one contributes our milk, second one denotes our water. So milk is 3. So 3 out of total is what? 3 plus 1 is 4. So 3 out of 4 times 20. This is the liter they have provided. So we are going to cancel them. So quantity of milk is 15 liters in that 20 liter of mixture. Again, quantity of water we have to figure out. That is actually 1. 1 out of 4. Because this 1 denotes water. This 1 denotes water. Out of the total is 3 plus 1, which is 4. 4 times 20. So 5 liters. Now, for the ratio 4:1, we are going to assume the quantity of milk to be X liters. So let the quantity of milk added be X liters. According to the question, we are going to set up a proportion. Proportion means comparing ratios. So here the ratio has been given as 4:1, that I am going to write down. 4 meant for milk and 1 meant for water. So for 1 we know that is nothing but 5 liters. So that we are going to write here as 5. For 4, the actual amount has been increased. So by X. So 15 plus X has to be written here. 15 liter is meant for 3:1. Now it has been increased to 4:1. So we need to add with X. So cross multiplication has to be done here. So 15 plus X is equal to 20. So this 15 moves on the other side, so that becomes 5 liter. So how much quantity of milk is added here? 5 liters. That means option C is the right answer. Now we'll move on to the next one. Again, this is also an objective question. A retailer buys 250 kg of rice, a part of which he sells at 10% profit and the remaining at 5% loss. If the net profit made by the retailer in the whole transaction is 7%, then the quantity of the rice sold at 10% profit is. The options are 200 kg, 150 kg, 100 kg, 50 kg. Here we are going to use the alligation rule. Please refer the previous video for knowing about the actual rule. Then only these questions will be understood properly. I'll give the previous video's link in the description box. Please check it out. Now here we are going to set up them as D minus M is to M minus C. Our M meant for mean price. D is the dearer quantity, C is the cheaper one. So here, dearer one is the profit, what we made. So D is nothing but 10% and C is the loss. So C is actually, it's a loss. So minus 5%. And in the whole transaction, net profit has been made. That becomes our M. So D minus M. So that gives us one is to 4. So D minus M is to M minus C. So 10 minus 7 is 3 is 2. This one is actually 7 minus of minus 5. That means 3 is to 12 we are getting. So we can simplify this further. That will be reduced as 1 is to 4. Please remember, negative times negative will give us plus. So 7 plus 5 is 12. Now, quantity sold at 10% profit, we are going to think about. So in this, 4 contributes the profit. That denotes the profit. So 4 out of 5, because 1 plus 4 is 5, times 250. So that is nothing but 200 kg, because this goes into 50 times. So option A is the right answer. Now the next question. In what ratio water is mixed with milk to gain 16 2/3% on selling the mixture at cost price? So this question is quite different. So here we are going to follow the formula which has been discussed in the previous video again. So that formula only we are going to apply here. Selling price is equal to cost price times 1 plus profit over 100. Yes, the options are 1 is to 6, 6 is to 1, 2 is to 3, 3 is to 2. So as usual, let cost price of 1 liter milk be 1 rupee. Selling price of 1 liter of mixture, again 1 rupee, that's the assumption. Gain, yes, that has been given here. 16 times 3 is 48. 48 plus 2 is how much? 50. So 50 over 3 percentage. So now this is the formula which we used earlier. Selling price is equal to cost price times 1 plus profit over 100. So here we want to figure out cost price of 1 liter of mixture, because selling price already we have assumed to be rupees 1. So cost price of 1 liter of mixture we want to know. So here the selling price is 1, cost price we have to figure out. 1 plus 50 over 3 times 100 is 300. Now here LCM has to be taken. 300 times 1 is 300. 300 plus 50 is 350 over 300. Now, we are going to flip this fraction on the other side. 300 over 350. That is our cost price of 1 liter of mixture. So if we simplify this, we are getting 6 over 7. 1 liter of mixture. So we are going to use the rule of alligation. Cost price of 1 liter of water. Here cost price of 1 liter of milk. Water is always 0. And here 1 is the assumption we made earlier. Now, mean price. We got a 6 over 7 rupees. Yeah. Now, we need to do the subtraction. 1 minus 6 over 7, that is nothing but 1 over 7. Yes, of course, we need to take LCM and all. So 7 times 1 is 7. 7 minus 6 is 1 over 7. And this one is simply 6 over 7 minus 0. That gives us same thing, 6 over 7. So by the rule of alligation, we have the ratio of water and milk is nothing but 1 over 7 is to 6 over 7. Cancel it. Finally, the ratio becomes 1 is to 6. So option A is the correct answer. Try this question and post your answer in the comment section below. Based on the subjective as well as objective type of questions we have tried, try this question and kindly give your answers. Let me read this question for you. In what ratio must a grocer mix 2 varieties of pulses costing rupees 15 and rupees 20 per kg respectively so as to get a mixture worth 16 rupees 50 kg. The options are 3 is to 7, 5 is to 7, 7 is to 3, 7 is to 5. Post your answers in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Happy mathing.